Well, welcome to the Probe Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions happening. Be sure to sign up for additional sessions. The presentation is being recorded and will be available within a week at the same website where you registered. And now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters. And first up is Lynn University.
All right, perfect. Thanks so much, Matt. All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Federico Glitman. I'm one of the counselors here at Lynn University. I know the elephant in the room is here upon us. That's Timmy. He's actually from South Africa. So one of the things I really want to focus on is who Lynn University is as an institution, because at the end of the day, here's the honest truth. Acceptance rates don't matter. What matters is the 3 C's: community, culture, and career placement. We have over 40,000 college students, but most importantly, we are the 12th fastest growing metropolitan area in the United States. What that means for you is on our side, there are too many internships, and we need that placement. So we do have a 92% career placement on our end. So one of the things that we're really focused on at Lynn University is pivoting in the midst of crucial times. So as you can see, we are only about 20% from the state of Florida. We are located in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida, which is only an hour and a half from Atlanta. And you can either fly into Fort Lauderdale or West Palm Beach. One of the great things that we did in the midst of COVID is all of our students get tested for free on our campus. And we went into a new block schedule. So instead of taking 6 courses from August until December, we have a new block schedule. So once every 4 weeks, you'll just take 1 or 2 courses for 2 hours at a time. And then you'll be free on Fridays when you live in paradise and you're only 3 miles from the beach. And there's over 1,500 multinational corporations in the local area. Life isn't bad in Boca Raton at all. Now, one of the things I really want to focus on is what we've done as an institution to revamp the core curriculum. So all of our students do receive an iPad Pro. All the faculty members wrote the iBooks. So what you're actually going to do is, instead of sitting down in a classroom for 2 hours and just reading a textbook, we're going to ask you, okay, what did President Joe Biden tweet this morning? How does that impact global, societal, and so many other facets of really today's society? By us providing you with an iPad Pro, you actually save up to 97% in cost savings. But here's the great thing. Our philosophy at Lynn is, just because you're in a classroom for 2 hours, the world doesn't stop. So as you get notifications on your iPad Pro or on your phone, so do our faculty members, and they consistently readjust to what's going on in society. Now, not to scare you, but it takes an average student 5.5 years to graduate college. At Lynn University, we have a 3-year degree program, so we will pay 24 credits for you to finish early. We have 6 different colleges. Our College of Business and Management, the fun fact about it is we have over 1,500 multinational corporations in the local area, and we have a 92% career placement. In fact, IBM was created right in front of us. For our College of Arts and Sciences, this is so much more for that creative mindset. If you had a chance to see the Avengers Endgame, our students worked on it and were hired by Marvel Studios, even in the midst of a global pandemic. If you want to be a pilot and you want to fly from Atlanta all the way to Boca, we do have a College of Aeronautics, and you'll be able to gain your private, your commercial, and your instrumental rating. If you prefer that liberal art mentality and you want to focus on issues in today's society, our College of Arts and Sciences has an articulation agreement with the Washington Internship Institute program. So you can actually go to Washington, D.C. for a full semester and work with senators, congressmen, and lobbyists to change society. If you're a talented musician, our Conservatory of Music offers full tuition scholarships. If you're offered admission, and our College of Education, best part, if you want to go back into teaching, our degree is accepted in over 32 different states. Again, at Lynn, you're going to be a big fish in a small pond. What we've done with our new core curriculum is we've reinvented it. Instead of doing 2 years of English, math, and science, and then your major, you're starting your major from day one, but our English, our math, and our science become embedded into applicable skills. So those that don't like math, you'll take quantitative reasoning. The first course you'll have is Introduction to Personal Finance. We will teach you how to manage a checkbook, mortgage a house, finance a car, interest rates, APRs. Is it better for you to have a 15 or a 30-year mortgage rate? Self and society, belief and reason, justice and civic life, that replaces your traditional English 101 courses and some great courses you'll take with us: Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, From Oedipus to Oprah, From Eve to Evita. And for scientific literacy, we take you outside of the classroom and we take you actually to our beach, which is only about 3 miles away from us. And we're gonna measure why is it that every time you're there, the water just gets a little bit closer inland. And after your first year, English, math, and science fully embedded into your degree. We are an NCAA Division II school. We're a powerhouse. The one thing I really want you to take away from today's Strive Scan is acceptance rates don't matter. And by the end of each presentation, I hope you have a better understanding of the 3 C's: the community, the culture, and the career placement. And at Lynn University, like I said, we're not too far away, hour and a half. Hope you can come visit campus and learn more about why we're one of the most innovative, international, and individualized institutions in the United States.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Our next presentation is from Verto Education.
Awesome. Thank you again. I will go ahead and share my screen. Hi, everybody. So my name is Lainey. I'm the Senior Associate Director of Admissions with Verto Education. So we are a little bit different than traditional colleges. What we offer is a freshman, a college freshman semester or full year traveling abroad. So you're earning those freshman college gen ed credits, and you're staying on track on that 4-year timeline at a university. Essentially, we're putting study abroad front and center for you. I'm not going to play that video because it's very choppy over Zoom. So Verto, our whole mission as an organization is to combine higher education and international travel into one awesome package, make it more accessible for students, more affordable for students, and just easier all around. So that breaks down into 3 main pillars. The first pillar is the best first year of college. The second is admissions to a great fit school. So we actually partner with 54 universities all across the states, so you can apply to them through us. I'll go into that in just a sec. The third pillar is affordability, of course. So the best first year of college. So what does that even look like? So because we're doing international semesters, we are very tying our academics into experiential learning. So we have 2 different types of semesters that really just depend on what type of student you are. Our on-campus semesters are more traditional as far as, staying in a student residence, you're in a big international city. And then we have field semesters, which are kind of more crafted almost like a gap year where you're traveling more often, staying, with homestays at home bases. You're always with our professors and our program leaders in your Verto cohort, but they just look very different. The academics, you are earning 16 freshman college credits, no matter where you're going with us. But we're, as I mentioned, weaving those in with different excursions. So all of the courses correspond to different excursions we're doing or different organizations that we partner with. So you're actually working side by side with local community members on projects that are exactly what you're learning in the classroom. So makes learning way more exciting when you're doing it with your hands as well as your head. Very small class sizes, and we do have a lot of support services on our semesters as well. So this is the span of our different semester options. So you can see we have the 6 locations here: England, Italy, and Spain. Those are more traditional. Those are our campus semesters. Hawaii, Latin America, and South Pacific are our field semesters. Those are much less traditional, more adventurous. So the on-campus semesters, I did talk about them briefly. Just an example of just a snapshot of one would be London. So as I mentioned, you are living in a student residence. You're with your Verto group. You guys, have Verto roommates. You share living spaces, and you're commuting to class. So we're actually having classes in classrooms, and we're doing different excursions that correspond to those classes you're taking. You won't be taking all of these classes. You're only taking 4, thank goodness, or 5 if you're really motivational student. The field semesters are very different. This is our most popular. So you're going from Fiji to New Zealand to Australia. So you're not in a student residence. We're not in four-walled classrooms. We're really traveling around and making the world our classroom, which is definitely more exciting for a certain type of students. We're doing a lot of excursions, and any class that we're taking for that day, we're also going out and mapping that time with field work. So if you're a real hands-on learner, this is a great option for you. And again, taking 4 college classes, earning 16 credits. These are some of the excursions that we do. A lot of fun stuff. Yeah, I could go on about that for a long time. So admissions to a great fit school. So our partner universities, what this means is we're partnering with more and more colleges all the time. The benefits to the partner schools is those credits you're earning with us are mapped out to these colleges. So it's guaranteed to transfer over. Our schools, you can apply to them through us. So it's a quick admissions process. It's all free. It's a quicker turnaround, 2 to 3 weeks for their admissions decisions. And you're probably going to be on a Verto semester with other students going to partner colleges. So it's awesome. Our application, it's free. It's non-binding every step of the way. When you apply to Verto, if you're interested in applying to any of our partner schools, you can apply up to 5. You don't have to apply to any of our partner colleges. You can attend any college of your choice after Verto, and we'll work with you and make sure that those credits are going to transfer over and see how that whole process is going to look for you. So we do want to set you up for success. So this is just a handful of our partner schools. As I mentioned, we have 54 right now, and that number is always growing. They're all over the states, big, small, public, private. We do partner with Lynn University. Hey guys. So really awesome, a lot of awesome colleges that we're partnering with. So definitely a great chance for students to start off with Verto and then transfer to a school with the same mission and values as us as well. We also have a guaranteed transfer for 27 of our partner schools, which essentially means if you complete a semester or 2 with Verto and keep the requirements that are determined by each of these schools, you're guaranteed an acceptance there. And I'll wrap this up real quick. The third, last but not least, affordability. Our tuition ranges from $15,000 to $25,000, depending on location. We do offer scholarships. We have opportunity grants. We do accept FAFSA, so any federal aid that you receive can be applied to our semesters. And we also have, access for any additional scholarships that students might want to use. And I believe that is all. Yeah. So anyone interested in a different start to college, Verto Education is a great option. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Our next presentation is from SUNY Cortland.
Hey, good evening, you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. So I'm Shannon Wing. I work with every student in the state of Georgia. Just give me a second here while I share my screen. If you aren't familiar with the SUNY system, can you guys see this? Can someone let me know if you can't?
Yes, we can.
You can. Perfect. Can you see it now?
You're in presenter view.
Okay. We good?
Yes.
All right, I can talk quick. Okay, so again, I'm Shannon Wang. I work with every student in the state of Georgia. I've been doing that for about 8 years now. I'm really excited that you're here tonight. So if you're not familiar with SUNY, we are actually, here's my information, you guys, if you want to take a picture, screenshot it. I would be the only person you would really be working with in the office. Anyway, SUNY stands for State University of New York. So we're actually the largest comprehensive university system that the nation has, and there's 64 of us. But I work for SUNY Cortland, and we are right in between Syracuse and Binghamton. So about 30 minutes south of where you would find Syracuse University. And then SUNY Binghamton is one of our university centers where you can do bachelor's, master's, and a PhD program. We are located just a little bit west of Ithaca. And so you have Ithaca College, which is our biggest rival for athletics. We're an NCAA Division III program. And then we have Cornell, where we send a lot of students to vet school there, but we have a lot of different partnerships with Cornell, actually. We do have students from 34 states and 47 countries. And we're growing all the time. It's kind of sad that we haven't been able to be out there, but we do have just under 7,000 total students at Cortland, but 6,400 of those are actually undergraduate students. We get about 13,000 applicants every single year. We accept a little less than half of those students that apply, and we usually have a solid class of 1,200 freshmen that enroll every August. This past August, we had about 1,400 students. For transfer students, it's a little bit, it's more competitive and the numbers are smaller because you actually have to declare a major as a transfer student. Average class size, you guys, is going to be about 23 students once you get up into your major. Every class is taught by an actual professor. So although we do have teaching assistants, every class is taught by an actual professor. I think that's a great question to ask when you are doing virtual presentations or actually visiting campus. We did just open up actual on-campus visits. They're a small number in size, but they're only for accepted students. And we do have quite a few accepted students from Georgia this year, which is awesome. So these are the programs that we offer. Our largest programs are probably anything in education. We have the largest ed program in the state of New York. Business economics is really big, sport management, exercise science, criminology. We have a really niche archaeology program. So there's only 2 in the whole SUNY system. But if you have any questions about these programs, you can always chat them in or reach out to me. As far as freshman admission is concerned, we're looking to make sure that students have 4 years of English and history and then 3 years of math, science, and foreign language. We have a Regents curriculum in New York State. Obviously, you guys do not have that. So as long as you meet the requirements for graduation at your high school, that is what we will accept. And we are test optional. So we will be test optional for fall 21, spring 22, and we're still waiting to hear from the State University of New York to determine whether or not we're going to continue with test optional. I'm not sure that we would go back to the other way, but we would definitely update our website, you guys. We also look to make sure that students are trending in a positive direction, and we're going to look at your grades from 9th, 10th, and 11th grade years. We have 17 different residence halls on campus. We've got low-rise, high-rise, suite style, quad style, and apartment style, and you do have to live on campus your first 2 years as a freshman student. This is our Student Life Center. So this is just a few years old. We do have about 2,500 people that use this every day when we're not in a pandemic situation, but we've got basketball courts, volleyball courts. We have another pool. We do have an Olympic-sized swimming pool for our swim team, which is located in Park Center. We have a separate workout facility for varsity athletes. But here, anybody can use this equipment. We've got the hot tub, we've got a suspended jogging track, and then any kind of class that you would find with your traditional gym membership, you can take here. We've got CrossFit, yoga, spin, all that kind of stuff. You can also have a personal trainer if you want to do that. A lot of different options. We do have 10 dining facilities on campus. So 2 of those are all you care to eat, where you can swipe in as many times a day as you want, eat as much as you want. You just can't take anything out with you. And then we have a food truck. We also have a plan on your meal card where you could eat at restaurants in town. That works kind of like a debit card. And then as far as cost is concerned, I like to put out there that we have an automatic award for any student that's not from New York State. So that would be you guys. And it's $7,500 off of your tuition every year automatically. And if you come to SUNY Cortland and you want to continue living on campus junior and senior year, we'll give you an additional $2,000 to do that. So the total billed cost for someone who's not from New York State for the entire year to eat on campus, live on campus, take classes, and those fees is going to be about $23,911, you guys. So for a school in what is the largest comprehensive university system that the nation has, this is really great. I just want to thank you so much for your time tonight. It's exciting to be able to work with you. And for anybody who's looking to visit, when travel restrictions kind of loosen up and we're actually able to do on-campus programs, something unique that we offer to students that are really far from New York State is that if you're an accepted student, we will pay for you to come to campus, whether it's flying or driving. We will put you up and we will allow you to attend one of our open house programs. That's when we resume on-campus programs. And for anybody who just wants to come and visit, if you're an accepted student and you make it up here to SUNY Cortland, you just have to email me and let me know. I'll go ahead and put that back up here. We will provide accommodations for you at one of the hotels in town on us for one night so you can attend any visit program of your choice when that resumes. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Shannon. It's a pleasure to work with you and enjoy the rest of your presentations.
Great, thank you, Shannon. Our next presentation comes from the University of Alabama.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining tonight. We're going to get started with a quick video. With me here. Okay.
If you think you know Alabama, there's more. Think entrepreneurs and authors, performers, innovators, and CEOs, shaping our world, inspiring us, making us think differently. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
At the University of Alabama, legends are made every day. From the athletic fields to the research labs, there are a range of opportunities available to you. Did you know that UA is consistently a leader in the enrollment of national merit finalists? Or that we're #1 in the Southeastern Conference and #2 in the country in the number of internship placements? These are just a few of our students' many accomplishments and what lies ahead for you at the capstone. Founded in 1831, UA draws nearly 60% of its students from outside the state of Alabama, and Georgia residents comprise the largest portion of this population. In addition to the benefits of a Tier 1 research institution, Alabama maintains a small campus feel with a 23-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. With more than 200 academic program options and a diverse student population, we offer a lot of opportunities to help you discover your legendary path. There are so many ways to get involved on campus, with more than 600 different student clubs and organizations. If you are interested in it, UA probably has it. Included in these groups are fraternities and sororities, honor societies and campus ministries, intramural sports, and much more. And let's talk about community involvement. UA students dedicated more than 1 million hours of service last year. If you're a high school senior and are ready to be a legend, get started right now at apply.ua.edu. Our application opens each year in July. The University of Alabama is test optional for 2021. Students applying without ACT or SAT scores will be evaluated by their overall GPA, core academic GPA, and the strength of their curriculum. While we encourage students to submit available test scores to provide additional support to their application, lower test scores will not be a disadvantage. UA has rolling admission, so once we receive your application and supporting documents, a decision can be made in about 2 weeks. Alabama makes the out-of-state experience more affordable by rewarding academic excellence. Out-of-state students who have earned both the grade point average and corresponding ACT or SAT score on this freshman merit scholarship chart can automatically receive that award value. Extracurricular activities and leadership also matter. If you are admitted by January 15th of your senior year in high school, you'll have access to our scholarship application. This will allow you to be considered for a variety of other competitive awards. For more details, please visit scholarships.ua.edu. And Alabama education has no limits. From Warner Media to Mercedes-Benz, UA students have an endless array of opportunities for internships and education abroad. With almost 250,000 alumni and friends of the university, our network reaches around the globe. Alabama has a reputation for innovation, and your experience here can give you the skills and drive to accomplish incredible things. Many legends have been discovered when taking their first steps onto UA's beautiful campus and exploring the city of Tuscaloosa. Your journey can start online now by scanning the QR code on this slide to begin a virtual 360 tour. You can also reach out to your regional recruiter to discuss other options, including in-depth visits, virtual information sessions, and university days. We hope you are excited about the University of Alabama and want to learn more. Your regional recruiters in Georgia are the best resource to guide you through the application and scholarship process. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to helping you become a legend. Roll Tide.
All right, thank you very much, University of Alabama. Our next presentation is from Seton Hall University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ernea Evans. I am the Southeast Regional Representative for Seton Hall University. Thank you for joining us tonight. Seton Hall is a small private liberal arts Catholic school, and we offer the same advantages.
We're not seeing your PowerPoint.
No, you're not? Oh my goodness. What is happening here? What just happened? Okay. Can you see it? Can you see it, Matt?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, Seton Hall is a small private liberal arts Catholic school located in South Orange, New Jersey, that offers the advantages of a large research university coupled with the benefits of a small, supportive, and nurturing environment. As I stated, we're in South Orange, so we're about 14 miles outside of New York City. We only have about 6,200 undergraduate students with about representing all 50 states and 70 countries. So you would fly into Newark, and because of our location, it allows students to do some amazing internships. Our class sizes are small with about 21 in each class, 14-to-1 student to teacher ratio, very minimal graduate assistants teach any of our classes. Our location also, again, allows students to do some amazing internship opportunities, but we give personal attention to counseling, disability support, tutoring, health and wellness. So we try to make your experience a fulfilled one. We have about 7 colleges with 90 programs spread throughout. Some of our more popular programs are in the sciences, diplomacy and international relations, business. So a little bit of everything for everybody. Again, some of our unique programs with partnerships with the Stevenson Institute of Technology. We have several dual law programs, our School of Health and Medical Science, and we actually are in our second year of our joint MD program. As I stated, internships are great. We're 4th in the nation for those opportunities because of our location. Students are on average doing anywhere between 3 to 6 internships when they, by the time they graduate. At Seton Hall, we believe in students being prepared to work when they leave us, not have to go out and find a way to be prepared. Our Center for Advanced Academic Success is an award-winning program. It basically states, we want you to have some type of leadership in your first year coming to our university. We don't want to just throw you out there. We want to make sure you have the proper guidance. So we transition you very well with a great academic advising, mentorship from different peers, but just really get you prepared to be on campus as going from high school into college. Student life, we have over 130 clubs, 22 Greek organizations, dances, performances, you name it. Your boredom is determined by your participation. So if you get active and involved, you'll have a great experience at Seton Hall. We are a Division I Big East university. So we have basketball is our biggest sports, but we do have over 25 clubs and intramural activities, and about 50% of our students do participate in those. Housing and residence life, we do have on-campus housing. You don't have to stay on campus as a freshman or any of your years attending Seton Hall. However, 80% of our freshmen do live on campus, and we do have residence halls, whether they are doubles, triples, quads. We have residence assistants in each of them. We do have AC. So again, we try to make that experience as comfortable as possible. The cost of attendance is about $61,000. So that's tuition, room and board, and fees. However, we try to make attending Seton Hall as affordable as possible. We give over $100 million in grants and scholarships that come directly from Seton Hall. However, you can apply for some special some special scholarships in addition to your merit-based aid. And if you receive those special scholarships, you can stack them. How do you apply? We have early action 1 and 2 and our regular decision dates. You do need an application. You can do the Common App or the Seton Hall app with the $55 application fee, essay, transcripts, SAT or ACT, and teacher recommendation. This year and next year, we will be test optional. We will be test optional actually until 2024. So but there will be some programs like our joint MD program that will require some form of test scores. That also could change for certain programs. We'll know in the future. But as of right now, overall, we are test optional. We are having in-person visits as well as virtual tours. So you can go online and see how to visit. My coworker just dropped in the chat our link to visit. So we have visits Monday through Saturday, on Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. On Saturday, 10 a.m., 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. But again, you can also visit virtually. We have some open houses coming up. April 18th is our next one. We'll have another one in October and in November. And you can take a picture of this to register. And again, I hope I didn't zoom through it too fast since we had the technical difficulty. I didn't want to skip out on any information, but you can reach out to me. I am the Georgia rep. You can follow us on social media. You can always reach out to us at thehall.shu.edu if you have some general information, general questions that you want to ask. But overall, I think that any student that is looking to advance their career, be engulfed in so much culture, will do amazing at Seton Hall. Again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I do look forward to having you as a member of our pirate family. Bye.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Seton Hall. And our final presentation for this session is from Goldsmiths University of London.
Hello, everyone. My name's Will. I'm the International Officer at Goldsmiths University of London, and I'm based in Brooklyn, New York. Goldsmiths is a top-tier public research institution located in, you guessed it, London, England. We were founded in 1891, and we have around 10,000 students on our campus, of which about 6,500 are undergraduate. It's an extremely diverse student body. We're among the top 60 most international schools in the world. Nearly 35% of our students come from outside the UK, from over 140 countries. We also have a very diverse population. More than half our students are students of color. We have about 15% of our population that are members of the LGBTQ+ community, and about 380 Americans on campus any given year. So it's our second largest cohort of international students, and you definitely won't be alone while you're in London. It's also an amazing city to study in general. There's nearly 500,000 university students in any given year in London, and we've been ranked the top student city in the world for 3 years in a row. We've also committed to a Green New Deal, and we will be hopefully 90% carbon neutral by 2025. So our campus is located a very short train ride, about 10 minutes from the city center, which really provides great access to everything London has to offer. There's hundreds of museums and art galleries, music venues, amazing sports venues. Premier League is obviously quite popular in the UK. We also have amazing cuisine from all over the world. London is a bustling metropolis of 12 million people, and it's also an economic, cultural center for the UK and for wider Europe. All your undergraduate courses will be housed on our single site campus inside that yellow dotted line there. And you'll notice our residence halls are located either on or very close to campus. Our academics focus mostly on the humanities, social sciences, fine and performing arts. We have a school of law, an undergraduate school of business that was ranked top 10 in the UK last year by The Guardian, a school for social work and for education. We're very well known for media and communications, which includes our School of Journalism and our Screen School for film and television production. We're number 7 in the world for that, and number 1 in the UK, the largest media department in Europe. And we're also ranked for art and design quite highly, number 14 in the world and number 3 in the UK for that program, or those programs. We're also number 21 in the UK for the quality and international significance of our research. And here is a non-exhaustive list of some coursework that we do offer. This is just a brief overview, we have about 75 undergraduate programs in total, but this will give you an idea of all the things that we offer on our campus. And the UK education system is slightly different than what you might be used to as American students. So it's a 3-year bachelor's degree, so a little bit faster to complete than an American degree, but internationally recognized. So since they're shorter degrees, there's no core curriculum, no general education requirements, and you apply directly to a program. So if you're looking to study English, you apply directly to an English degree, and you pretty much only take English classes. So if you're one of those people like me who hates math and you never want to see another math class again, the UK might be a great option for you because you'll never take one if you don't do a math or science-based program. We also do have direct entry to programs like medicine, dentistry, veterinary science, and law. And we do offer a post-study work visa that allows you to graduate, to stay in the UK up to 2 years after you graduate. At Goldsmiths, we do require an unweighted 3.0 GPA to apply. We've gone test optional for this year and next year, so current juniors and seniors don't have to worry about submitting test scores, but I have included them just as an FYI. And we are on the UCAS application, which is the University and College Application Service. This is similar to the Common App, but it allows you to apply to all UK universities. You can pick up to 5 schools to apply to, so we do limit the application to 5 universities. The priority deadline each year is the 15th of January, so a little bit later than your American deadline. And we do actually accept applications till the 30th of June for a lot of our programs as well. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but any questions you can definitely direct to me after. The tuition and financial aid piece obviously is very important for a lot of our families. So we are quite comparable to most in-state tuition at public universities in the US. So the total cost of attendance is typically around $36,000 US per year. And that includes everything: tuition, accommodation, any cost of living, so food, transportation, like round trip flights, books, fees, etc. So it's an all-inclusive price. We do offer scholarships, and you can use federal loans here as well. So a lot of your funding that you might receive in the US does transfer to most UK universities. Accommodation also looks a little bit different from what you might be used to. We have mixed gender housing that we do guarantee for you in your first year as an international student. Oftentimes your second and third year students will move off campus. It's suite style housing, and you'll have your own room with your own bathroom. That's right, your own room with your own bathroom. And then you'll have a kitchen and living space that you'll share with students. We don't have meal plans on our campus. Since you're in the middle of London, it's great to explore, and you can be a bit more independent and make your own food as well in your own kitchen. And lastly, we do put a lot of emphasis on careers at Goldsmiths. We have over 1,500 work placements and internship opportunities every year. And students can work also up to 20 hours per week on a student visa. We also have 3,000 alumni here in the US and hundreds of thousands of alumni all over the world. So it's a really great network to be involved in. And we also do offer 1-year master's programs in the UK. So you could potentially get both a bachelor and master's degree in 4 years. So thank you so much. My email address is there. Please connect with us on social media, and our website does have a great virtual tour as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Will. So that does conclude our presentations for the evening. I'll invite all of our reps to come back on camera and maybe answer a few questions. If any of the audience have questions, please do put them in the Q&A, but I will get things started with a question for all of our presenters, and that is, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus? And we will go in the order that you presented. So Lynn University, you're up first.
So that's actually one of the things I love most about Lynn University is we don't have any favorite events or traditions, just because as we bring in a new class each and every single year, it's a new group of students with new ideologies, values, ethics. So we have new clubs and organizations. We've only been around since 1991. So we have that flexibility that if students say, I'm very interested in anime, in video games, we have events centered around that. Now, the only thing that doesn't change at Lynn is our unique president. He's a big fan of Game of Thrones. So every single year during his State of the Union address, he makes our dining commons a Game of Thrones inspired cafeteria. So there's ice sculptures, medieval times. It's an interesting aspect. That's actually my favorite thing, that we don't have that one tradition or that one event that makes it stand out.
Awesome. Kind of similar to at Lynn, actually, with Verto, because we are so fresh in the higher ed realm, and we're kind of developing new programs all the time, and all of our cohorts are very different. There's a lot of flexibility to develop new traditions, as we go along. So I think that's a pretty cool thing, to be able to empower students to start new traditions on our semesters.
So at SUNY Cortland, we had a partnership with the New York Jets for 5 years. And one of our biggest football games that we have every year, aside from last year, is what we call the Cortica Jug. So it's Cortland versus Ithaca. And 2019 was the last game that we played. And we got to play in MetLife Stadium, because we still have a really great partnership with the Jets organization and the people at MetLife. And we had about 45,000 people in attendance for a D3 football game, which was pretty cool.
So for the University of Alabama, we have a lot of great traditions, whether it revolves around athletics. Of course, football is kind of big at our school, but we also have something that we do every year, which is Honors Week, where we really celebrate our outstanding students. Typically, classes are out on Friday, and then we have the tapping of the mound, just to really kind of celebrate their success. And acknowledge those students who've done really well academically. But so many traditions at the University of Alabama, and again, really something for everyone.
At Seton Hall, one of the things that I actually really enjoy, and actually a lot of the students really enjoys, is our tree lighting ceremony. We are ranked #1 in the country for Christmas celebrations for schools. So it's a big thing. I need to get a new picture, but it's a big tree in front of the President's Hall. They light it up with tons of trees when we could be in person. Students are out there with blue Santa hats, hot chocolate. There's performances, singing, caroling, all types of wonderful, wonderful things. They did it virtually this year, so we were all able to tune in. I live in Florida, so it was great to see, because I never am able to be there in person. But again, that's one of the big things that the students really, really, really enjoy. And it sends them off right into the holiday, into Christmas break. So, yeah.
At Goldsmiths, we actually participate in a lot of London-based festivals, like the London International Festival for Theater, the International Film Festival. We put out Pure Gold, which is a music festival every year for a lot of our students. So I think kind of our participation, a lot of the things that London does is really a great thing for our students.
Excellent. Thank you all so much. So we are just about out of time for this session, but I want to say thank you for joining us, and thank you to our presenters for all the wonderful information that you shared. For the attendees, there'll be a quick survey that pops up as you exit the Zoom window. It's 4 questions. We do appreciate your feedback. Please do sign up for more sessions as part of this college fair, and a recording will be available in about a week at the website on the screen. So thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evenings.